Survival. I am your host, Like a Boss, and this is episode 22 of our Let's Play Season 2. If you remember our last episode, we were on the moon, and today we've come back and we are going to do a little bit more building on this ship. I've pretty well got it. It's getting close to time to go ahead and take it up into space. And after we do that, then we're going to start visiting other planets. So let's go on inside and see what we've done. Of course I had to customize it. Like a boss, question mark? It's a joke, guys. So I painted the back end red. These colors are, just something to play around with. And if you remember our last episode, I also harvested a ton of growing plots. So these are all our growing plots. I haven't planted anything yet. I have our grow lights all installed. Ooh, a little bit of lag issue there. Okay, sorry about that, folks. But it happens, especially in alphas. So I kind of painted these floors in this crosshatch design. It's a little bit busy and I may do away with it, but I was thinking, this is a good place to park a ship. A little walkway here and another parking place for a small vessel. Let's go on up to the next story and check out, also I built walls around our gravity generator. And I built walls around this little utility room as well. Let's go upstairs and check out and see what I have done off camera. Okay, the same idea up here. It's a little less busy, but these are parking areas for small vessels as well. And you can tell when I was building on it that I had a couple of misplaced blocks. Not the end of the world. So we'll go ahead and get rid of those, get a bit closer, and of course reload my multi-tool. Guys, I'm going to pause because, like normal, I forgot to set my timer. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. But it wouldn't be an episode if I didn't forget that. Also, I've installed an elevator to get up to the roof because we're going to put some major firepower up here. I'm thinking a gun on each front corner and then probably a gun here on each of the back corners. But I thought it'd be a great idea to go ahead and include an elevator. That way it's easy to get up here to do repairs and etc. Especially if we're on a planet. Also, I have sorted out these corners and got them looking halfway decent. It took a few minutes with different shapes to make them look halfway decent. I also, sorry about that, that's my phone / timer telling me I have an email. Oopsie daisy. Okay, or you could fall right off. That's fine too. Also, I'm thinking about, for safety's sake, because I've had it happen, installing another bridge someplace on the ship. So if one gets knocked out, then we can go ahead and still have flying capabilities without repairing. And I have double hauled this back. I'm planning on doing the sides. And that is all double hauled, the second story. And then when we get up into space, I think I'm going to double haul the bottom as well. Rather hard to do right now. I'd have to dig under there and it would be a mess. Also, I'm going to put these louver window things over each one of these side thrusters just for looks. And I think I'm also going to double haul all the sides. So what I have to do now or before part is finished and ready to fly. Ooh, my guy is starving to death. There we go. Is to go ahead and double haul this. And what I may do is just use, to keep it a bit thinner, I may just use the plates. I'll show you what I mean here. So go into your shape menu. I'm sorry, they're walls. So you can do this for extra armor. There we go. And hopefully this won't be like a huge mass issue. I don't think it will be. And of course you don't want to go over your thruster because I think that would make it very inefficient. I'm not sure if that's a thing in the game, but... And of course you can do the drag, which will make it a lot faster. There we go. I think that will not change the looks enough to even notice it. Plus this thing isn't gorgeous to begin with, but... Uh-oh. Alright, we don't need you there. And maybe at some point we will be able to, like, put additional armor on it. Take these all off and put on, like, the heavy plate steel or something to that effect. They also have combat blocks now too, but they're very expensive to build. So there's that. Okay, I'm out of blocks. I'm making more in the constructor inside. I thought it'd be just easier instead of running back and forth all the time to just go ahead and have the constructor do this. Here. Oh, I've made 23 more. I also was making, converting into, you know, constructing stuff like magnesium powder to go ahead and place into this one. And of course we're always low on materials, so let me go finish up this left hand side. Well, as we're exiting it'll be our right hand side, but let's go ahead and finish up using the rest of these blocks and then we will get on with some further business. It's rather hard to see. If I was clever, I probably would have painted it and then been able to see exactly where these blocks were going. But not the end of the world. Almost, but not quite. The way I look at this will be worth it if it saves us one crash, one shoot down, so to speak. It's only placing one at a time. Aha, I'm getting off the line, that's why. There we go. Those are all done. Why don't we go back upstairs and plant our plants, or see what we have to plant. And I've color-coded a few things. Green for me is usually plants, but I may not have put them in there. Oh no, I put them in the food processor. And we need to figure out some stairs and stuff to make it easy to access. So we've got quite a few things. I put some rotten food in here and some water and more fiber, so we'll be able to make more growing plots if needed. I would think this should feed myself very easily. Put some aloe in there and wheat. I definitely want wheat. Tomatoes are really good. Swap this out. Definitely want all that wheat. So let's start with wheat down here. And we'll put all 6 of them down. Let's put some aloe. Let's do 6 of those as well. And forget what this plan is. Let's look and see. It's kind of going off my screen. I'm not even sure what that is. Let's do tomatoes because we definitely want tomatoes. Gots to have our tomatoes. I want all the tomatoes. And we can add more food plots. We have plenty of room on this ship. So, oh, corn would have been good too. That's all right. We can add more things later. We can definitely build a lot more growing plots. So, oops. Let's get these out of the hotbar as well. Also, back in the base, I believe I've made a few things to add. So let's go back to the base. We'll grab those up and bring them and place them inside. We're going to have to change that. I believe we're pretty close to having a capital vessel here, a completed one. Oh, dummy me, I put them in my hotbar already, so I don't have anything to get out of here right now. Okay, well, hey, when you don't go back to back to back on your episodes, you kind of lose track. I know I put up an episode yesterday, but I pre-recorded that. That was Sunday. So, refrigerator was what I had in mind. I'm thinking right here, nice and close. And it is a tier 2 as well. Let's turn that around. You know what? Since I have big walls, let's put it up off the ground. There we go. And then we can start stowing our food in there. Also, let's put some steel plates in here. Perfect. I'll have to get some rock dust too. Alright. If you guys aren't currently playing this game, let me just show you. This is our color tool. So right click, and then you can choose from any one of these colors. And just for fun, let's make our fridge red. And then this is our texture tool. So you can apply texture to the whole block. Same with the paint gun. And with the right click, you get this menu. And any one of these textures, you can just flip through. Like, that's a nice, like, wood floor. So we can make wood floor. And this is good in our base or a capital vessel. That won't change because it is a thruster. So, kind of make this look like a little kitchen area here. And you got to be sneaky to get under things. So this will be like our little greenhouse area. So we'll just kind of make it look like kitchen slash greenhouse, I guess. There we go. And then we'll do something different to kind of transition it. Maybe I'll put up a wall around here. Although it can be tricky. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. There's the whole thing of block dynamics is, even though like those thin walls that I was using to armor the outside wall of the capital vessel, even though that's a thin slice, it still takes up an entire brick or square. It takes up a whole thing here. Okay, well, let's do some little bit of fun stuff. I like my O2 stuff a lot of times green. It sticks out from the wall, and I want the back making my ship red, and I also want to apply it to the whole block. There we go. And I know these hangar bays are not huge, but most of the small vessels will fit in here without any problem at all. Maybe we'll add a door here. I don't think we would need it, but it might be convenient just to go outside in space. Let me think about that one. Alright, let's come up with a floor design in here. That's the wrong guy. That's not what I want either. There we go. So what do you guys think for a floor? It should be... let's flip through here and see if anything catches my eye. You know what? This would be kind of cool. Let's bring this around. Trying to decide if I like that. Boy, it's not horrible. You know, it's all a matter of taste, guys. You make your floor in your base or your capital vessel exactly how you like it. And I'll do the same. I kind of like this. I like it, it's a nice finish. When you're building out of the concrete, some of the textures aren't available that they are for the steel, so keep that in mind. Not the end of the world, but kind of. Kind of. Depends on how picky you are. I kind of like this. Yeah, I think that I'll have to make that yellow patch that I put down a level, the other hangar bay, a bit smaller, or a bit, it's a bit too busy, too much yellow. But I kind of like it here to signify a walkway. So there we go. I'm going to finish this up off camera. I've done plenty of that. You guys have seen it. Let's think about wall. And I don't want to apply to the whole block. I'm a guy, so blues, reds, and blacks are for me. If girls are playing this, maybe pinks and yellows and softer colors are more your cup of tea. I hope there are some ladies playing this game. It's a ton of fun. It really is. Now let's say you make a mistake. Boop. Well, I don't want my walls, my ceiling, everything blue. You can just go back to that. Boop. Boop, boop. So you do that by right click and then just as before you just click on the color you want. Oh, that's the wrong blue. And you can just go over it. Okay. Hope you guys are finding this somewhat interesting anyway. I went and looked at the build notes on here like I've been threatening to do for ever so long. And the latest patch, the 0.31 on behind the 4, seem to be multiplayer fixes and they're hot patches. Apparently they were having cheating issues, and that's what the latest update was for. Now see, I accidentally got my O2 guy. That's what I mean. Sometimes it's a little hard to paint. Not the end of the world. A lot of times if you sneak it, there we go. Just come in. You don't want that hitbox. See how my pointer changes from crosshair and then has that little hitbox on it? There we go. so. And actually I could cheat this and just do whole block on those because they're interior walls, I think. And then just take that back off whole block. There we go. So a couple little tricks you guys can pick up here. And this is exactly how you paint your ships and stuff. Your small vessels, your base, everything in the game basically. Some things are not paintable though, like the insides of those thrusters and the rockets and things of that nature. Just, you can paint the outside, but the interior will not change. I kind of like that. It's not horrible. Let's change him back to the Kawasaki green. Alright, I'll finish that floor later. I'm thinking, let's go, let me see if that's not a change. Ceiling, I'll probably go with this white, so I'll just do a few. Okay, let's see what else we can get up to. So kind of the plan is to get a few more resources hogged out, and then I will probably take this ship up to the moon and go into lunar orbit and do some harvesting on some of the more rare resources, and then I'm going to plan on going to, I don't know, I'll pick one of the planets and just go ahead and plan on heading out someplace in the galaxy and going to a new planet, building a base, taking over the planet basically like I did here, and just kind of go from there. Oh, I did move the other advanced tier 3 mining tool. I took it off of the magnesium and went ahead and put it onto another iron ore patch just because our iron is in, shut up timer, in such high demand. So let's go hit that one and then we'll wrap this video up and pick up next time doing something. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll go ahead and finish the capital vessel pretty much off camera. I'll work on that today, and geez, I keep losing my train of thought today. And you know, get ready to go into space, and then we'll go for a test flight. There it is. And go to the moon, do a little bit of mining there off camera. I think we've done enough moon for you guys are getting sick of it. Also, I will have to gather some more of those the warp crystals. I forget what they're called exactly at the second, but I will sort that out and let you know what those crystals are called. But we are going to need those for traveling around everywhere. So this game's just about ready to blow wide open for us. We're going to start going to other planets and building bases and taking other bases over. And I think, unless they've changed it, the bases are going to get much harder to take over on other planets. So it should be really interesting. Maybe I'll get wrecked and get into some sticky situations. This is the fiber, guys, and the other things I've been picking are aloe. They used to be super rare, but looks like the devs have added in the ability to get those a little better, which is not really hurting my feelings. Anyways, guys, I think I'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you for all the support. You guys are killing it. Keep watching my videos. I'll keep making them. Share them with your friends. The more people I get watching, the more videos I can make. So on and so forth. Anyways, guys, until next time, this has been Like a Boss.